Howdy, welcome to this Tyranid Harridan review. Is it worth the price and is it playable? At £284 UK, it is extraordinarily expensive. A 700 point flying Titanic monster, and it's going to represent a significant piece of any army it plays in. Is it worth it? Actually, the answer is probably yes. Tyranids have done well in tournaments or even won when they've played a Harridan, but actually it's a clear sign that Forge World are bolstering a struggling faction. Check this video on my channel because you'll see that actually the cost of Forge World is bumping up the price of Tyranids to almost one of the most expensive factions. Let's take a deep dive into the stats. This unit is really hard to kill. It's toughness 8, it's -1 to hit when it's flying, and 34 wounds. You probably always use the adaptive physiology Dermic Symbiosis to give it a 5+ invuln, and the key thing about that is you double the wounds to determine whether it's been bracketed. This model is going to remain at full stats throughout the game. Either it will remain completely untouched, or it will take a couple of turns of all the army's firepower to take it down, in which case they're not firing at other things. It has some amazing shooting. This is delivered by 16 strength 10 shots. At -3 AP and 3 damage each, it's dishing out a lot of damage. 3+ ballistic skill, but you're going to struggle to give it any extra buffs. It has a key ability called the Frenzied Metabolism, where in each shooting phase you can trade D3 wounds to get +1 to wound. Basically, you're wounding everything in the game on 2s. If you've got Catalyst on it, you've got a chance of ignoring those wounds, and the Pathogenic Slime Strat takes it to 4 damage. That's 16 shots, 4 damage each, wounding on 2s. It's got some really good melee, and when it hovers it can move 20 inches, so it can engage most things. It's got 5 attacks base, which isn't amazing, but hits on 3s, rerolls 1s, and at strength 10 -3 AP it has a flat 6 damage, yikes. Other cool stuff of note, being Titanic it can natively fall back and charge. It's got a great threat range because it's an aircraft. You'll be able to practically get line of sight to anything. You can still double move it with a swarm load, and there's a cool interaction with the overrun strat where you can move instead of consolidating, and you can send it off the board, essentially sending it into reserve, which keeps it safe for a turn. As a unit tactic in your army, it's going to cause a massive draw for fire from your army, which is a good thing. And it's very good at solving issues which nothing else in Tyranid can do quite the same. It can kill high wound count, toughness 8 units in a single go. There's a couple of negatives, one of which is it's a Lord of War, so it costs some CP to take it, and it won't benefit from the high fleet abilities. There's no particular access to any additional rerolls, and the main one is it can't hold or contest objectives. And in 9th, this is pretty key. Essentially, its only job is to kill. You want to be always using Dermic Symbiosis on this one, which is taking one of your 2 adaptive physiologies, and there's no chance of hiding it, so against a gunline army it could suffer. As a unit in a 2000 points game, I can really see its value. It's backed up by some other great Forge World units, by the Dimacheron and the Hierodule, but instead of paying £284, I'm personally going to go for a 3D printed one like this one, which is only $25. Please drop us a like, it helps the video spread to other people, and see you again soon.